The most valuable lesson I've learned throughout my life would be treat others as you want to be treated, also known as the Golden Rule. I was taught this when I was very young. I'm sure everyone else was taught this also, but it's a philosophy I try to live my life by day. It is very simple in theory, but there aren't many people who actually abide by this rule. Many people feel the need to look down, mock, or criticize people just to boost their self-esteem. When I was younger and immature, I would catch myself doing this just because my group of friends were doing it. This is the case for many people. Many people make fun of others just because they fear going against the beliefs of their group. Living by the rule, treat others as you want to be treated, is not as simple as just being nice to somebody. It's about being there for someone. It's about going the extra mile for friends or family. It's about helping a stranger that's in desperate need of something. I'm going to tell you all a personal story from my junior year of high school that shows you how I try to live my life by this rule. There's this kid who goes to my high school most people would describe as strange or socially awkward. He was a grade under me, and I've seen him before in school but never talked to him. I've watched him get picked on a bunch, and it would really anger me, but I would never do anything about it. We had baseball tryouts, and he decided to come out. It was obvious right off the bat that he wasn't athletic, and he would have a really tough time with all the drills we were doing. So it got to the point where people would laugh at him when he would mess up. He would try to talk to everybody, just trying to make a friend, but everyone would just give him the cold shoulder. So he came over to me towards the end of tryouts while I was waiting to hit, introduce himself. He was definitely weird, but I wasn't going to ignore him like everyone else did, so I talked to him. Since that day, he viewed me as his best friend. He was the baseball manager in my final 2 years of high school, so I was around him all the time. I would throw with him at practice or toss him in the cage because he loved baseball but never got a chance to participate in practice. I could tell that just by me being his friend, it meant so much to him. He knew I always had his back. This shows how easy it is to make a difference in someone just by treating them like you want to be treated. It doesn't matter if they're weird or whatever it may be. There's no reason to treat someone like they mean nothing. Make it a habit to try to put yourself in the shoes of another person, any person, loved ones or strangers. If they're suffering in some way, think of some action you can do to help. You can really make a difference. That is what I did that day of tryouts. I put myself in his shoes and just imagine how it must have felt being made fun of by so many people just because I was different. If you always treat others with respect, you'll realize that most likely you'll be treated with respect in return. Thank you all for listening.